Big Gray Wrestling Show back, episode number 2. This is part 2 of the review of Monday Night Raw 1000. And we left off at Triple H and the Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar issue. So again, I'm moving quickly through this. We move on to the next segment. And again, another mark out moment. We have the Howard Finkel announcing the next match. And it was the Legends match, and Heath Slater, the one-man band, comes down the aisle, and he gets challenged by Lita, who I gotta say looked fantastic. I've always been a fan of Lita. I think Lita is probably the best woman wrestler of all time. I think she was great on the mic for what she was. And I remember when she first came in with S.A. Rios and she did that moonsault, man. I was like, wow, this chick has got it, man. So she's definitely one of my top favorite divas of all time. Great on the mic. I think she's maybe second to only, and I think Trish is a close third, but maybe the fabulous Moolah, who is just the best female wrestler I think of all time. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So Lita comes down the aisle, and here's another mark out moment, because I marked out for Lita, and then I marked out for the APA, the Acolyte Protection Agency, who comes down the aisle, and she says she hired some protection, man, and I was so excited to see the APA come down, and man, she hits Slater with she hits him with the twist of fate. And then she goes up to the top and hits him with the moonsault. But before that, he got hit with the clothesline from hell, dude. And it was just cool to see, man. And then you had all the other legends come out to the ring, because basically Heath Slater was trying to get out of there before all this happened. And they all came down the ring and celebrated. And it was really cool. It was actually one of my favorite segments of the show. Really marked out. And of course you had Ron Simmons, who's standing there. And he's like, "Damn!" I don't know why. I guess so. I laugh so hard every time I hear this guy, but it was awesome to see. But now here's another mark out moment. This is the next segment, and I don't know if you people really know who this guy is. This is Sean Mooney. Sean Mooney was one of the first announcers, and he actually became a Channel 9 New York news personality here for a short time. He moved around the New York news shows, but Sean Mooney, man, the first Raw announcer was there, basically the first Raw backstage announcer, man, and they brought him to interview Danny O'Brien. That was a cute little segment, really funny. And Danny O'Brien mentions the loser and talks about winning. And it was what it was, but it was really cool to see Sean Mooney, very classy, really cool. And then they move on to a vignette collage presented by Fozzie Bear. Yes, Fozzie Bear from the Muppets. Waka Waka Waka, and they basically talk about the best lines or the best catchphrases of WWE, and I thought they did a good job with that. And we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to probably the biggest mark out moment of the night for me, and this is when you see Kane coming down the aisle, and then a couple of seconds later you got Jinder Mahal, Unico, Camacho, McIntyre, Rex and Hawkins. They come down the aisle, they surround the ring, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Are they gonna have is it gonna be like a new Nexus? Or is this gonna be like some type of invasion? Like all these scrubs are not getting the chance? And that's basically what I thought it was gonna be. But then the dead man, the Undertaker, comes down the aisle, and they were stepping in his yard, and it was really, really cool to see the Undertaker and Kane, man, just reaping havoc, and the Brothers of Destruction were back, man, and man, those guys, they had to rest in peace, when the Undertaker, man, the Undertaker, they did back-to-back choke slams, side-to-side choke slams, and they did the Tombstone Pile Driver, and look at me, I'm like a little kid. I got really excited over seeing the Brothers of Destruction, probably the most dominant tag team. Not the best tag team, but if you think about it, the Undertaker and Kane, that's ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, man, that was a really big mark out moment for me, man, seeing those two together, and it was really cool, man. So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna move on to basically the main event, and it was John Cena turning in the Money in the Bank, suitcase for a shot at the championship. He did tell CM Punk that he was going to challenge him, and he did. And it was a really good match. I enjoyed the match. I thought there were decent spots. The match was what it was. And obviously the Big Show comes in and interferes, which I knew was going to happen, so it was kind of predictable. I didn't expect CM Punk to be such a wuss, but it's a good thing, because I got to tell you something. Here's another big markout moment, actually. CM Punk turning heel. It's about damn time, because CM Punk hasn't been interesting in months, and it's really good to see CM Punk. I think CM Punk's going to flourish. He's going to be a better on the mic, because he's going to be able to say a lot more. And CM Punk is going to, he basically, he cowers in the corner, and Big Show's beating on John Cena, and you think he's going to do something about it, but no, he does not. He freaking wakes the referee up and tries to pin freaking John Cena, and I thought he was going to win the championship, but it didn't happen, man. I thought he was going to win the match. He is the champion, but it didn't happen. It was really cool, and you could tell he's looking in his hands, and he's consumed with that championship. I need to know what's going on next time. I would like to know what you guys think about the heel turn, because then the Big Show comes back in, and he starts attacking John Cena, and CM Punk just turns his back. And then comes, and then The Rock, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, comes down the aisle and just lays the smack down on the Big Show. You can tell he's all pumped up and jacked up. He's about to do the people's elbow. And then CM Punk hits him with the clothesline. And then he puts him to sleep. And then he's standing in the ring over John Cena and CM Punk. And I'm saying to myself, this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see the next Monday Night Raw. I thought this show was really well put together. I thought some of the segments drew on a little long. The matches were basically filler, but it was what it was. It was an homage to Monday Night Raw, and I thought the unpredictability of the final portion of the show was pretty good. Not totally unpredictable, but it was an oh my god moment, and I was very, very happy with the show overall. And again, this is Big Ray's Wrestling Show, episode number 2. You can find me again here on YouTube.com/Big Ray's Wrestling Show, or you can get me at Big Ray's Wrestling Show on Twitter, and you can find me at Big Ray's Wrestling Show at Yahoo.com. So I would like to hear from you guys, and man, again, I'm a big wrestling fan. I love doing this. I would love to do something like this for a living, but if I can't, again, like I always say, I'll do it anyway, because I love talking wrestling. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Big Ray's Wrestling Show. Please subscribe. Please email me. Please send me a video response. I really would love to hear from you guys. I love to interact with real wrestling fans, and I love the marks. Hit me up, guys. Again, Big Ray's Wrestling Show out. Peace.